Good morning, everyone. This is Lisa with Inspired Heart Intuitive here for our morning, good Sunday morning convo, right? So here we have convo, coffee convo and cards. Although I really, really need my coffee this morning bad, everyone. When I say bad, I mean bad. This coffee is really good. Anyway, I hope everyone's is good. Now, I do want to make a little announcement. All next week, well, I shouldn't say all next week, on really early because I'm going to be away from home for work. And actually, you guys might as well just get used to it being super early because depending on how my work schedule changes, I might be on at like 6:30 or something in the morning or 7 o'clock Central Time in the morning. So I get my tail to work. But at the very least, next week, it's probably going to be 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. Right? Monday through Friday. We'll see how that goes. I had to find coffee very early. But we'll get a daily out every day. Also, again, the theme I want folks to let me know what to think about it. To me last night at a wonderful channeling session was transmission, was what this really is about, what it stands for, right? What we're here for. And really we're here, purpose, I believe, is to help people lead a spirit-led life, right? To help people live a life that's spirit-led, that is whole, healthy, and prosperous. Healthy and prosperous. Because that can mean many things, right? There's prosperity in many areas. So I got to write all that down and somehow if someone wants to like send me a chat or shoot me an email from my, just shoot it at my description. If y'all could just shoot me an email. Anybody that's good with like this whole graphic thing. And, I noticed everybody has got like graphics on their YouTube. So, if anyone can help me, that'd be awesome. Also, later on, and I'll put up another video too. We have over 100 subscribers to the channel, guys. Like, all of a sudden, in the last, can't even tell you, like, something, like, we've added, like, 60 plus or 50, almost 60, I think, now, subscribers. I'm so thrilled about that. That's amazing. So I want to do something special later on today and possibly enlightenment to have it where it's a, kind of like an open mic kind of like, and I'll draw a few cards for you just to celebrate because I think that that's absolutely like amazing to me to have more than one. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. So we're going to go for 2. We're going to keep going, right? Okay, guys, let me get to this. I was just waiting to see, was anyone going to... Morning? They might. But I'm going to get the reading done anyway because I have to pack and all that kind of stuff. You know how that goes. And I got to pack for a week. My daughter had to pack for 2 off in Europe for 2 weeks. Amazing. Okay, guys. So, thank you for tuning in. If you've been for coffee, convo, and cards before, this is how we roll. And I know I'm super casual this morning. I have very little makeup on. I didn't put any lipstick gloss. This is what you get Sunday morning, okay? This is not glam time, Lisa. This is, I got up and made some coffee and let's have a conversation. So this is Sunday morning, Lisa, okay? Like it, love it. Don't make me no difference. But this is who I am. Transparency. Okay. So we're going to do rapid fire with all of the, okay. And then we're going to do an elemental reading. Okay. So I take each card from each sign. I put it in it by fire, earth, air, and water. And then I take those 3 cards from each of the elements and derive an element reading for the day. Okay. This is completely general. This is interesting to kind of track, kind of mental track on folks on the signs. So this is very interesting. I did finally get all the rest of the monthlies up. Oh my gosh, took no long. And now it's time for mid-months, right? I might as well just start that now. Anyway, we'll do a few. Yeah, we'll do them then next week. Okay, one more shuffle. But yeah, if anybody could like seriously help me with this kind of, I want to get some graphics for the channel. I got do a whole bunch of stuff. Good Lord. Okay, cups up, folks. Cups up. Here we go. Look, coffee. Let's get it going. Aries. Aries. 9 of Cups in the upright. So you're not really satisfied with what's happening. I'll put them up here. There's not a lot of satisfaction here. We got choices, we got thoughts, we got daydreams. We're just kind of in this really strange non-committal space. And that's what she looks like to me. Looks like to me you not. And if I remember correctly, in your monthly reading, so check that out. But I think you're supposed to stay single for a second anyway. So, okay. Taurus, the Hanged Man in the reverse, though. So you are not relaxed. You are very anxious right now with the situation. Feel like you have to try to change it. We just did this yesterday. I know it's not going to change overnight, but I know that was part of the conversation we had yesterday. You can't change people. You can give them love, support, and guidance, but you can't make them change. So don't get anxiety about it and don't like crazy about it and try to push. Okay? Because it's going to hurt you more than it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt you and them, but hurt you more. All right, Gemini, the High Priestess in the upright. So Gemini, trust that instinct today. Like you are operating in your intuition. You're seeing things for what they are. And have some great ability to also give others insight as to where the situation is. So trust your intuition, trust your instinct today. Live it today. All right, Cancer. This card, page. You ever have to do you ever have a situation, folks, where you have to learn there's something that keeps popping up that you need to learn, right? Like information, like when you were in school, if there was a particular type of problem you just couldn't get, and it seemed like every other darn day for months, your teacher brought that same time. I hated word problems, especially the ones that talked about somebody delivering some darn papers. I didn't understand that concept. I didn't want to deliver papers, had no route. I mean, if you do, that's fine. I'm just saying that's not me. So anyway, when you have to learn something, sometimes it keeps popping up until you get it. So Page of Wands in the reverse has popped up for us Cancerians. Now, The reason why I laugh about that is because there's a few cards that sometimes I have a little trouble interpreting. Because as I told you earlier, if you watch my introductory video or anything, or as you've gotten to know me, I don't interpret the cards the way, like there's an understanding, like an understanding of what the card means, yes, but I really interpret them by the artwork and by also what I get on a intuitive level as I'm doing readings. So this card has given me, and it came out in the reverse, we'll talk about that in a second. This card's giving me the darn flux. Really, anyway, so I laugh. So, Page of Wands, I look at him in the upright. He's not focused, but he's got this light, and he's got a little mischievous look on his face, like he's about to get into some shit. Sorry if I offended anybody. But he wants to go do it and wants to be playful and wants to be unbridled. So, if I see him in the reverse, we're not feeling playful. Sometimes that's how we are. We get in our little moods, Cancers, and we're not feeling very full. And, we want some focus, or we're lacking focus before we can do forward movement. So it's okay to take today, kind of chill, right? Although I won't be able to do that. But just know, don't make any decisions. I'm trying to see how this Page of Wands really is affecting us today. In the reverse, I think it's just us. We're not very playful today. We're kind of like, okay, gotta get this done, gotta get that done, gotta get this done. Also, we're not very imaginative today. So just know that today might not be the best day for any of that either. It's all right. All right. Okay, Cancer, Leo, Queen of Swords in the upright. Interesting. So y'all are sitting on your ground, feeling yourself. The Queen, the Queen holds court. The Queen doesn't run off and talk to everybody else. So you're not having it today, you're going to cut the mess out. Short and sweet. That's you, Leo. Even though you're a fire sign, I expect nothing less. So be in yourselves today. Have fun. Okay, Leo, short to the point. Somebody's coming to you today with some mess, you're going to cut it out. Okay. Leo, Virgo, I love this card. The Eight of Pentacles in the upright. So Virgo, continuing to do hard work, right? You're working hard at your task, you're putting a lot of effort into your destiny and your chosen reality. And it's going to pay off. Diligence, loyalty, that's what you're embodying today. But I just feel like you guys have been really working hard to goal, and I'm so proud of you for that. And keep working. Keep going, because you're making great progress. Okay. Libra. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So this usually tells me this is somebody that's no longer happy being single. But they're not quite sure what to do about that yet. But you're coming out of a time of enjoying. Hopefully there's someone there for you. Or you're coming out of a time where you no longer wish to collaborate. You don't want to be independent. Like you're coming into a time where you're wishing to collaborate with people, and you're open to do so, and balance to your situation. So either way, it's time to come out of being solo dolo. This is starting that cycle for you. I think it's awesome. Come on out of it, honey. Let's just have Sunday fun day, especially as Cancers, because it doesn't look like we want to have too much fun today. So let's just have Sunday fun day and just enjoy other people. Don't create any drama today. I don't care who you are. My collective, don't create any drama today. I'm not for it. But yeah, Virgo, Libra, come on out of being single. That's where you're starting. That's that singleness, independent, like you're willing to collaborate and work with people. Awesome. Okay, Libra. And then after that, we have Scorpio. Four of Pentacles in the upright. I was reading up on, it's interesting how different books work, different everything will give you different meanings for cards. And I've always looked at this card as the artwork suggests to me that this card is saying this person is burying their treasure, or they discovered buried treasure that they have. However, I also looked at some other meanings for this card, and maybe they're more traditional. And it's like this girl really hoarding and hiding her treasure. So Scorpio, you're hoarding and hiding your treasure today. Kind of keeping it to yourself. And staying to yourself. And I'm okay with that. In fact, it looks like a water sign, what young Pisces gets. Well, let's see. However, it looks like that's the direction we're going. It's like kind of taking care of ourselves, right? It's okay to be a little selfish, Scorpio, and take care of yourself because you've been through it. So take the time necessary to do so. Spirit, God, the universe approves and supports it. All right, Scorpio, then we have Sagittarius, Seven of Cups in reverse. So Seven of Cups in the upright, right, would be that there's all these different, we got many choices, many opportunities, not quite which one to go, which way to go. Seven of Cups in reverse is non-committal, which fits quite well with in your elemental reading here, being committal. I feel that's what it is. It's really being just not. I feel like y'all want to walk away from every choice you have, because no choices you have right now seems to be good enough, and that's not in a negative way. That's just in a it's not good enough for you right now. This isn't what you want. You know it's not what you want. You've been sitting in it too daggone long, dragging around, like they used to say in church, dragging around an old thing. Or like I think I said 2 days ago, stop eating stale manna. I told somebody that. I don't know what the story about the manna is. Go grab a Bible, look on BibleGateway.com and look up the story of the children of Israel in the wilderness in Exodus. After they left, after they escaped from Egypt. Because they're in the desert, so there's no food, right? They'd run what they took when they left. And then God sent them manna from heaven to eat. But he would only send them, it was bread. It was angelic bread. And from what the story is told, I think it was honey and manna. But from the story, the way it goes, is that he only gave them enough for a day. And the next day, so they tried to hoard it. We don't know where the next meal's coming from, or they don't eat a little bit, not really get their fill. Kind of like a cat does and you're gone for a day or two. Whatever food you put down for that cat's like, I don't know if this human being is coming back. I had to save my food, right? So the children of Israel were doing this. But the next day, the food would get stale and start to rot. And the lesson in that was God was trying to teach them, and I am your supplier. I am your provider, right? I will give you your daily bread. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us our daily bread. That's where that comes from in the Lord's Prayer. Gave you a Bible lesson today. My point is this. I told some, I said yesterday, I got to go back and look. Stop, and it's almost positive it was you. Stop trying to eat stale manna. If it's not good enough, if it's no longer serving you, get rid of it. Even if it's the relationship, and I'm not rid of it flippantly, but you know what I mean. Like if it's toxic, if it's not serving you, if it's not fulfilling you, if it's not making you a better person, and you're not making them a better, but you have to be being made a better person as well, walk away. And that means friendships, romantic relationships. If your job is not fulfilling, find a new job. Don't walk away from the job without having another one. Okay. I'm going to move on from you, Sag, because I'm just riding you. Okay, Cap. We had 10 of Swords in the upright. So you're carrying bird, Cap. We'll have to give y'all follow-up, I think. Still carrying burdens around, okay, from other people. And probably your own guilt. It's time to start releasing it. That's what's happening today, honey. Okay, Cap, Aquarius. 2 swords in the reverse. So either the decision is here, or you're not unwilling to make the decision. But it has to be, you're going to follow your intuition. It's going to tell you what to do with this. But it's time for you to decide up. What are you going to do? Left or right? In or out? You got to make the decision. You know internally what you need to do. And you know what's going to fulfill you. It's your intuition. Because again, I love this one. She's got that moon up there, right? She's blindfolded and she's got the moon behind her. That means she's got to follow her intuition. It's the only way she gets out of that situation. Last but not least, Pisces. 7 of Wands in the upright. So this is, boy, you, Pisces, whatever it was that pissed you off yesterday, you certainly have bounced back today. Go for it. Got to do. All right, here we go with the elements. So for fire, we have the 9 of Cups in the upright, followed by Queen of Swords in the upright, followed by the 7 of Cups in the reverse. Now, I don't know if it's a water sign that ticked y'all off, because y'all or an air sign, but I feel like it's a water sign that's ticked y'all off, and we do have that capability. You know, you've not been wanting to necessarily commit to something, someone, voices, these decisions. You've had choices. You didn't want to really commit, but I feel like today is slice and dice day for you. So I think you're thinning out the herd. That's a really bad thing for me to say, isn't it? That's okay. But you know what I'm saying? Like you like clearing the field. You know, the championship is over now. Season is done. It's time to clear the bench. What you're doing today, and if anybody comes to you and correct, you're just going to be like, okay, I really didn't need it. So this is a time, really, honestly, this month, I think y'all need to really be. I would not want to be in a relationship right now with a fire sign. Well, definitely not with an Aries, but I think y'all need to be single. Okay. I love you. Just gonna tell you. Okay. Earth, Hanged Man in the reverse, followed by the Pentacles, followed by the 10 of Swords. Both of those in the upright. When I look at this, I feel like you guys you're being anxious over a situation and not resting in it. You're working quite diligently towards coming to this resolution. Okay, look. You're still carrying all the burden for it, though. Like you really feel like this has to work, and it has to work by your hand. And I wish I could just like come to each and every one of you and sit down with you and hold and say, the universe is going to work it out for you. God will work it out for you. Spirit will work it out for you. You need to rest. You need to speak into existence what you want. What is the reality you wish? Feel the emotion of how it's going to feel when you live in that reality. And then let it go. Have faith. You have to let it go. It can't come to you no matter how hard you work. And again, stay at it, but don't work at it from a place of burden and care signs. All right, guys. Air. God, my earth signs. When you all are when ground is shifting, I feel like for earth signs, the ground is shifting underneath you. Like there's like these earthquakes, these tectonic plates that are just like, and things are really throwing you for a loop, and you just don't know where to go, man. And that's hard for you because you know you need to move with it, and you know you've moved, but it got moved for you. You gotta rest. You gotta give it up. Oh, okay, I'm gonna come back to y'all in a little later today. Air signs, High Priestess in the upright, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Five of Swords in reverse. I feel like that you're delaying a decision. Your intuition is telling you, you know what you need to do and what is good for you. It's already here. That you want to come out of the time of either being single or independent, but you're delaying your decision out of fear and trepidation. So you're going to make the wrong decision. You decide, only choose to move forward or not. No one else can make the decision for you. But the cards are telling you out of this time of solitude, independence, and not necessarily becoming codependent on somebody else or becoming dependent on somebody else with someone else is where we're at right now with you. That's my 2 cents. Okay. And then last but not least, okay, Page of Wands in reverse. I'm gonna study up on that damn Page of Wands. Four of Pentacles in the upright. I just feel like this is for us. We're not playing today. We're not like going and having, we're not adventurous. We're not looking for, not being precocious, none of that. Not today. What we are doing is we're being today with our time and our hearts and our energies, and we're being very protective. Yes, we're hoarding. Hoard on. We've given a lot, put out a lot. Hoard on. We don't do that enough. At least I think Scorpios tend to say yes a lot too. Pisces have a little bit better grasp on not saying yes all the time. But they don't always tell you what's on their mind either. So then you're just like, oh, what's going on? I don't dislike any sign, by the way. I'm not pleased. But I have plenty of them in my family and friends, like different sign circle. So interaction with them is just interesting. Anyway, I have a Pisces brother. And we used to be like this. You would think 2 water signs would get along, but he got on my last nerve better. And he will give you the shirt off his back, but then he has a lot of mouth as he's taking it off. You gotta hear it all. So anyway, but to be selfish today, guys, take care of yourself, self-love, self-preservation, all kind of good stuff. Yourselves, don't be stingy with your energy, man. Be stingy with it. Keep it here. Root ground to do as water signs or as people in general in order to be able to face the world. It's totally cool to take care of yourself. Okay, gosh, I went 30 minutes. I've been yammering. Okay. Love everybody. You'll be able to contact me down below. Anybody knows anything, please let me know. Like I want to be able to put like graphics and stuff up. I'm sure I can figure out. Oh my God. Guys, have a fantastic day. I'm gonna jump on later, do some like free reading and just like, pull cards for people. Just of us having over 100 subscribers. Okay, guys. I love each and every one of you. You guys are amazing. And I will talk to you soon. Peace, love, blessings, light. Now, tomorrow, and for eternity. Namaste, everyone. Bye-bye.